Good morning and welcome to New Day. I'm Kelly Hansen, and let me tell you, the weather outside has been frightful, but the people at this table, absolutely delightful. Plus, there's ice cream. So let's waste no time. We're jumping right into hot topics. On today's panel, the radio hostess with the mostest, Nina Hajian from the Jubal Show, content creator Todd Masterson, also known as the gay fat friend on Instagram, and rounding out the crew, our very own New Day producer, Rebecca. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Starting with ice cream, so please dig in while I explain. I hope you're hungry. Salt and straw, yes. Dive in.
How I start every day.
Exactly. These are the new holiday ice cream flavors and a few returning favorites. Here's a list of the flavors that we're trying, and the new ones are on top: chewy molasses cookies with rum caramel, pineapple upside down cake, and they obviously brought this delicious almond brittle ice cream cake. Whoa. This is a collab with pastry chef and YouTube personality Claire Saffitz. What do you guys think so far? What are we trying?
I don't know. I have to go for this brittle on
so
top.
Far, so good.
So far, so good.
Me.
So the pineapple upside down cake and the rum molasses one, those are the two that are like Claire's
the new one.
recipes.
Ooh, this is fun.
So I'm very curious.
Okay, this is
of all my
peppermint
spoons.
cocoa crushed candy canes.
I feel like with salt and straw, you never know, because I feel like one year they did sunscreen, and this one is
Bugs.
yeah,
I
one
think
year
that
they
was
did
one.
crickets.
This is fantastic.
Oh, I like anything with candy canes, peppermint. That's
is that
such
what
a
this is?
holiday flavor.
You guys have
Please
to try the molasses cookies. This one is probably my favorite.
okay.
That's so good.
I got something chewy right now, which is why I'm being very quiet.
I love this.
This is
Almond butter
legit.
stuff.
Did you have caramel,
good.
the caramel one?
Yeah. No, it's almond brittle with salted ganache.
Oh.
Is that caramel? Is that a fancy caramel?
No, I think it's more of a fudge, like a ganache, like a chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like heavy cream and melted chocolate, and then it like solidifies.
Boom, there you have it.
That salt and
Thank
straw,
you.
like, obviously it's super fun to go in there and try all their flavors, but on the winter solstice, you can do like buy 2 scoops, get 1 free.
Oh.
Or sorry, buy 1, get 1 free.
And that's a savings.
It's like winter solstice.
Did we know
ice
that?
cream.
How do you know that?
I mean, I know things. I've got the inside scoop.
Girl.
There we go.
The ice cream
Todd,
plug.
my apologies though if this is giving you a bit of a chill. I see you wearing a sweater because I've been understanding that you're cozying up under some more blankets. You're
Yeah.
always cold.
I'm always
Explain.
cold. Well, so I'm on Zeppy B, better known as Zepbound, and I have been taking it for like 45 weeks, and I've lost like 70 pounds.
Wow!
And
Congrats!
I'm always cold now.
Is that
always
like
cold.
Ozempic?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is tirzepatide. It's not GLP-1. But so I've lost a ton of weight, but I always think it's so funny. I joke with my husband, like, I think it's so funny when you're exactly the symptom of something that you're feeling. And so I was like, I'm cold all the time. And then 2 days later, I saw a TikTok from a doctor who was like, are you on Zepbound and cold all the time? It's this. And I was like, oh, well, there it is.
They're in your head.
There it is. I'm
And
exactly
if you're a
that.
woman, we're always just
Always
cold.
cold.
My
Yeah.
feet are freezing. People are always like, get those little feetsies
I need like
away
a
from
mug
me.
of hot chocolate. And just be like, ooh.
Yes. So welcome to our life, I
Yeah.
guess.
I've got a blanket at my desk, and I'm just it doesn't matter. It could be the middle of
especially
the summer.
offices and studios are always cold.
always.
Yeah.
Do you have a heating pad?
No, but
That's
everyone's
where
saying I should get one.
Oh.
It's for
But-
your shoulders, but you can really just put it anywhere. It's the best thing ever.
I also go instantly to hot, like almost like a flash.
Yes.
So I'll be like, get it off of me.
So really, welcome to our life.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you handling too? Your Instagram handle is gay fat friend.
Yeah.
As you're losing all this weight too, is anyone giving you a hard time? And just with that, no. Okay, explain.
No. I mean, I am, because I am gay, so I'm still fat, and I will be forever, and I don't mind. I like that word. I've always been a fat kid my whole life, and you're always going to be fat on the inside, even if you lose all the weight. Like that fat kid doesn't go away. So I'll always be gay fat friend. I don't mind, and no one really cares.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I love
hey,
it.
There
We
you
know
have
the gay
it.
fat friend.
You're all our new friend now. I want to talk about this new report, you guys. I find this very interesting. Seattle was named, and please, keep eating. It was named one of the top 5 cities for winter walking. This is from a new report, and they analyze things like walkability, pedestrian safety, typical snowfall, and December's average high temperatures. There you have it. What do we
5.
think? Rebecca, do you think anyone's even been to our city city to give us this award.
Absolutely not. It gets dark here at 4 o'clock. There's blinding rain. No cars can see you if you're walking. There's hills everywhere. I'm like, what are they really looking at?
Yeah.
It doesn't snow here?
I guess going to school in Missoula, Montana, I'm like, well, we are better than Missoula during this time because walking to school, I just looked like a snowman, always falling, slipping on the ice. It was terrible.
At that point, I lived in Chicago and New York. That is not a walkable city at this time. Like, it's flat and stuff, and you can, but it's freezing. So really, it's very delightful. Even when it's raining, it's not cold here.
I'm kind of with you on that because
At all.
my first year too in Missoula in college, I thought I'm gonna meet a cowboy, it's gonna be amazing. And I'm walking to school and I didn't see some black ice, slip, fall, eat it. A guy runs over, I'm like, this is the moment. And instead he's like, you got so much air. And that was it. And he walked away. I was still single. Perfect.
It's like Clueless. Oh my God, that looked really bad. Are you okay?
Yeah. How do you feel? Are you walking around the city during this time?
Well, so like I moved here from Los Angeles, but I've been here for a long time. But it's such a specific criteria that it's like it's winter. It's like all the different criteria to get this award. Is it not in the summer? Like, does it not count in the summer? Is it
it's just right
winter?
now. The survey is for just this moment in time.
So this is not taking into account what it does to your hair, though. This is not a good hair time. If you have a little bit of wave or any frizz, forget about it.
Yeah, just
I wouldn't know anything about that.
The bottom of your pant legs. Just soaked.
if you're short like us, exactly.
Again,
You're
wouldn't know.
tall though. You wouldn't know. How tall are you?
I'm 6'7".
No,
6'7".
Do it right.
We gotta do it. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a tough year.
or is it your year?
Yeah, exactly.
True. You're shining.
Your moment.
Yeah.
I want to also talk about just this terrible weather that we have been having. It's awful. I hope you all are staying safe. We've been having these atmospheric rivers, so much flooding, and then the wind last night too. Really seems like it's just one thing after another. We're looking at some of that video
Pacific where the levee broke, and there's been some evacuations there, but
That's so scary.
I know so many friends that lost power. Trees are falling down because of all the moisture. Can you ever remember it being this bad? Because I grew up in this area, and I'm used to the big windstorms. I feel like we have once a year, but never anything like this. And now Governor Ferguson says a portion of Highway 2 will also be closed for months.
Because I don't think we were prepared for floods. I grew up here as well, but I don't remember us ever having flooding.
Well, it's all hills, and so it really concentrates it at the bottom.
And it's a very
Scary.
specific area too, that's getting hit the hardest. I don't know, it's wild.
I grew up here as well, and I do remember the Kent Valley flooding quite often. But they did a lot of work to kind of shore up those levees and to make things better. But this has definitely been the worst in probably over a decade that I've seen.
I know, and it was so devastating to also see the life that was lost yesterday with a man in his 30s, driving through and Snohomish, and so it's just a really scary time.
It's coming again. It's nice to have a break from it, but
I know today when it wasn't raining on the way to work, I was like, oh my gosh, instant mood booster. But it's going to get bad again, and then the mountains with the snow. So please, please, please stay safe if you're driving for the holidays. I cannot believe the new year is just a few weeks away. So I want to start with this question first. What was your favorite pop culture moment in 2025? Nina, should I start over there?
You're the pop culture queen.
There's a couple, and this is kind of sad because it's bullying, but
oh no,
the Kendrick Lamar takedown of Drake.
Yeah.
That was this year.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I can't believe that.
I know.
2 years ago.
But it's kept going. Drake has just been taking a beating, and I like Drake fine, but it's just been
it's a pile.
It's just been kind of funny to watch.
Yeah.
And then I will say I'm a K-pop Demon Hunters fan.
Really?
Bring it on. Yeah, my niece and nephew came over to the house and they were dancing to this song, and I was like, what is this? And I fell in love fast because that soundtrack is fire.
Yeah.
And everything
I
about
need to
it
get
is
with the program. I
huge.
still have not watched it.
Oh my God, you haven't watched it yet?
No.
Oh, it's so
It's
good.
so cute.
It's so good. Yeah.
All about owning your imperfections. It's a good storyline, and then everything in the soundtrack is just so cute. And yeah, I love it. Love it.
Ooh, okay,
really
I
good.
like that. Something for me to do this weekend. What about you?
I gotta say the biggest pop culture thing for me, because I became obsessed, are La Boo Boos.
Oh my gosh. Can you show me?
Can you see?
I know,
that?
these are mini too.
Yeah,
you
these
have
are the little
and they're
ones.
Christmas colors.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna wear. Oh, look at them, they're upside down.
There they are. Do they have names? Do you name them?
Well, so these ones are all letters. They have little letters on the butt, so they did the whole alphabet. So this is X and V. I like to call this one Brat Boo Boo because it looks like Charlie XCX.
It does.
But yeah, I have all of them, and I feel like that Parks and Rec scene when he's like, when he walks into like Home Depot and he's like, I know more than you. People are like, oh, you have Labubus. And I was like, I have all the Labubus. I have all of them.
You really do. You've collected them all.
Yeah, I think it's another side effect of that weight loss shot. I'm obsessed. Like it flipped something in my brain and I was like, I need them all.
You really wanted one too.
I did. So they came on the show here actually, and I unboxed the pink one, and you can see pink is my favorite color. I was so excited.
That's cute.
And when I left the show that day, I thought, oh, they surely left that for me, and they didn't.
No! I should have brought you one.
Such a hot commodity. They took it with them, and I was so sad.
Like, was it like in a briefcase? They like
Pretty much. It was like when it was like the peak
Yeah.
of like how popular
You
they
know
were
what?
too.
The excitement has kind of died down, and it's not hard to buy them anymore. Like they're just in the store, and now I'm like, oh. I worked so hard for this.
So it could be a holiday gift.
There we
if anyone's listening.
go. The pink Labubu, please. You know what to get me.
Are the Labubus going to be like Beanie Babies?
I know the Beanie Baby era was so big.
I love
It could be.
But
It
I
could
have
be.
like all those huge like bins of my old Beanie Babies, like the Princess Diana one. Yes, and it's just never come back around. It's fine. I thought they were gonna make me a ton of money. Some of my favorite moments, I think Taylor Swift. Always, you know, a bridesmaid, never
That
a
was
bride.
my number two.
Okay,
That was my number two.
getting engaged. I thought that was
Amazing.
really amazing and exciting. They just seem like such a perfect couple with
love
Travis
it.
Kelsey, and I really love their relationship. So there's still hope for
Yes.
us single girlies.
Okay, she's calling me out right away.
Right away, I'm like, hey girl.
And their wedding is something to look forward to in the next year.
bachelorette
It's gonna
parties,
be so
everything.
fun.
Rebecca, what about you?
Oh, so I have two things that are kind of like very opposed. So number one is I got really obsessed with the Karen Reed trial. I don't know if you
yeah,
guys
that was
one
big.
was like huge. I was telling
forgot about that.
everybody about it. I was listening to all the podcasts.
Who is that?
So it was a woman who lived on the East Coast, and her boyfriend ended up. He was a police officer, and he passed away on the front lawn, and she had been driving with him, and she was accused of his murder, and she got acquitted.
Yeah.
It was
Really?
a fascinating trial, and
It was
really,
very like Lifetime movie network.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
because, like,
That sounds like
it was a blizzard, right?
There was
it
it was
blizzard?
happened on a super
And like
snowy
it was a
night.
party she left, but then came back to, but then left again.
Well, so she never actually went into the party, and she says
Yeah.
that she saw him go in and then whatever.
Yeah.
But then the other
cover up. We don't know.
I don't know. The other thing is just I've been loving just all of the Seattle sports moments.
Yes.
The Mariners. The Seahawks are doing so well this year. They're
Yeah.
like 11-3. They're like right there. They could make the. They're probably going to
know.
make the playoffs if they win tomorrow night.
I know, which is our next topic. I want to talk about Thursday night football, and we're debuting the Seahawks rivalry jerseys.
Yes.
Have you seen these? Here they are.
I actually
I have
really
not
like
seen
the
them.
helmets. They're very iridescent.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and
that
they've
is
got
cool.
the little 12s in there, and there's like sound because it gets so loud in Lumen Field. They were
Yeah,
that's the
decibel-
sound waves.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
like
That's
it.
what that is?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, the letters look mermaidy.
They look a little.
I don't.
It's a mermaid core.
I don't hate it.
As somebody that works in audio, that does not look like sound waves.
Okay.
But,
Hot take. Hot take.
but I do like the shiny part.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're cool.
Well, a lot of people say they look like the Oregon Duck jerseys.
I was gonna mention that.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of. I mean, if you're a Husky fan, like that's kind of that's hard.
Yeah,
So,
but I didn't see that. I am a Husky fan, and that's not what I saw when I looked at that.
good.
So.
They are sleek though, and
Yeah.
Oregon Ducks always has
Yeah.
a sleek,
Yeah.
Those
But
helmets are
Thursday night
pretty.
football, they're gonna show out on national television. It's gonna be great.
Versus the
Yeah.
Rams, hopefully we can
Yes.
pull out a win, so
Yeah.
everybody check that out.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, are you guys into meet cutes? Because I am. A new
Yeah,
holiday
yeah.
hotspot survey found Starbucks as the #1 place for a holiday meet cute.
Really?
Other top meet spots on the West Coast include Target, Whole Foods, Best Buy, Trader Joe's. You're seeing all of those now. Nina, you have some thoughts. What do
You're
we
not
think?
going to Starbucks to date someone.
I frequent all of these locations, and as Kelly just pointed out a moment ago,
I'm doing it for you.
we
There
are
could be
single
someone
sisters.
watching.
Oh, and you. Don't call me out
someone
out.
watching that is like, you know what? She's my dream girl. So you're welcome.
Well, thank you. This is a different kind of meet cute. All of those locations, though, like, while that is the perfect Hallmark movie, how does that actually work? Starbucks, nobody's looking at you. Everybody's looking at their feet, and then they get their coffee, even if you're somewhat
their
attractive.
phone, like an app.
It's got to be like the mobile order pickup.
Yes, that's
spot,
what I was gonna say
and
too.
you guys both reach for the same. Brush
It
hands.
spills on someone.
That
eye
doesn't
contact.
happen, though.
Yeah, no.
I'm so mad.
That's why I was like, Starbucks, like, you should only be mobile ordering. You should never say words inside the building. You should walk in,
Or the drive-thru.
pick it up,
Skip the
leave.
drive-thru.
Yeah,
I
Starbucks?
frequent all
That's a
these
tip.
too. Whole Foods would be cute. Someone like, hey, how do you tell that this is a ripe avocado? I don't know.
You both reach for the apple.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of reaching for the same thing.
Yes,
I think
and
that's
raising.
You guys forget that we live in Seattle, and people here are very awkward when it comes to communication. There's not a lot of interpersonal communication. You reach
Sure.
for an apple, the person runs away.
Yeah.
And then, like, honestly, your best bet would be like a Best Buy, because now they're in their techie
Yes.
heaven. I'm very much like generalizing here, but that way they have something to like.
I was thinking maybe like a Home Depot.
I like that.
Or a Lowe's.
A manly man into
Again,
that.
I'm 6'7", so I have to get a lot of things off a lot of shelves for people. So that could be a good one.
Okay,
Oh, so
but-
you get hit on all the time then.
Do you?
By like my regular demographic of 72-year-olds. Yeah. Can you get that cereal for me? Sure.
Nina, I want to know what your dating deal breakers are, because does he have to have and share a love of soup? You're thinking about starting a soup club.
Oh, I was like, where are you going with this?
Oh yes, we're going there.
Yeah, so I kind of already experimented with the soup club stuff. So like I had a couple that I dropped, but I just get really obsessed with soup, especially this time of year. I have an emotional connection to food.
I love that.
In like a very, very real way. That's my grandmother's cookbook. She's passed, but we have all of her recipes and stuff. So
That's so
cooking
fun.
is a love language, and soup is just cozy. And I like to have all of the flavors in one bite. So like, you know, like Thanksgiving, it's all mushed together.
Yeah.
But with soup, it just naturally is mushed together.
And so how does it work then? Do you like put out, this is the recipe that we're all gonna make, and then, because I kind of want to follow it.
Yeah, because I got to figure out the execution, because I think I did it wrong. Because I was like posting it, I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, show me if you make it.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
So, and I know you need to like do it more than 3 times, then not give up, because I did give up. But I love the idea, and I could do it again. Like,
Yeah.
Rebecca, if you like get on it.
I mean, my producer mind is working away. We might need to do
Yeah,
something.
put the recipe out on Monday. Everybody grocery shops on Wednesday.
See,
you make on
I'm
Friday.
thinking Sunday soup day.
That's what it was,
yeah.
Sunday Soul Soup Sunday.
You're welcome. There you go. Thank you to you all for spending time with us today. Thank you to you all for spending time with us. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.